Welcome. Today, we're diving into the philosophy of one of the greatest minds in Western thought, Aristotle. A student of Plato and teacher to Alexander the Great, Aristotle's contributions to education continue to shape the way we think about learning, knowledge, and personal development. But what did he really believe about education? Let's explore his ideas. Aristotle viewed education as the foundation for a good and meaningful life. Unlike Plato, who emphasized ideal forms and abstract ideals, Aristotle believed that knowledge comes from the world around us, through experience and observation. For him, education was a way to develop practical wisdom, or phronesis, that would enable individuals to make sound judgments and live virtuous lives. Aristotle was deeply interested in the natural world. He believed that we learned by engaging with the world directly, by observing, categorizing, and reflecting on what we see. His educational philosophy was rooted in the idea that knowledge is built on experience and empirical evidence, in other words, learning by doing. Aristotle's method was practical and grounded in reality. He believed education should prepare students for life, not just teach abstract concepts. Whether it was philosophy, ethics, science, or politics, Aristotle saw education as a tool for developing the whole person, preparing them to make wise choices and contribute to society. For Aristotle, virtue was the ultimate goal of education. Unlike Plato, who thought that philosophers should rule, Aristotle believed that a good society would be made up of citizens who had been educated to develop moral character. Through education, people could learn to balance their desires, emotions, and actions, in order to achieve the state of eudaimonia, or flourishing, the ultimate human good. Education, for Aristotle, wasn't just about acquiring knowledge for its own sake. It was about helping individuals achieve their potential and live according to their best nature. This involves the development of reason, but also of emotions and character. A well-rounded education nurtures both the mind and the soul. Aristotle also had a clear vision of the role of the teacher. He saw the teacher not as an authoritarian figure, but as a guide, someone who helps students unlock their potential and develop their abilities. Aristotle thought that a teacher should be both knowledgeable and compassionate, recognizing the individual needs of each student. He argued that the teacher's job is to cultivate virtue in students and to guide them toward a life of practical wisdom. Just as a doctor helps the body grow healthy, a teacher helps the soul grow wise. The goal of education is to help students become not just knowledgeable, but also good people, capable of living a life of integrity and happiness. Aristotle believed that the purpose of education extends beyond the individual. It was a key component of creating a just society. Educated citizens would be better equipped to make wise decisions, contribute to the common good, and help create a society that fosters human flourishing for all. Education, according to Aristotle, plays a vital role in preparing individuals for active participation in society. A good education leads to responsible citizenship, where individuals contribute not only to their personal happiness, but to the well-being of their entire community. Aristotle's educational philosophy reminds us that learning is a lifelong process. It's not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about cultivating wisdom, virtue, and character. A well-rounded education, for Aristotle, was one that prepared individuals to live a good life, one rooted in reason, ethics, and practical wisdom.